Just a few days ago, when we found out that NexusMods was being sold to an anonymous buyer, we all had a lot of questions, and while most of those have not been answered, we know that this platform is most likely not going to massively change, given the previous owner had said that the platform values were not going to change at all, but now users are fearing the end of free mods after this new ownership shakeup announcement. I have a few different things to show off, but before I get into the topic, if you enjoy the content I create, check out the links in the description, join the community in my live streams, and consider supporting through Patreon or YouTube memberships. Now, when I initially heard the news that NexusMods had a new owner, my initial gut reaction was someone massive like a Microsoft purchased them, because the modding scene is not heavily monetized. And of course, modding is a big scene within the gaming industry, so it wouldn't have really shocked me that a corporation wanted to swoop in and purchase this platform and try to monetize modding, which of course is really, really worrying. And now it seems that we're getting a little bit more information that does look extremely worrying. So, NexusMods is the biggest and oldest repository of PC mods. However, it's been recently revealed that the website has been sold to new owners after 24 years of existence. The founder, Dark One, had basically said that he's been super stressed out. It's hard to run the platform. He just wanted a break, which I could understand, but the whole entire announcement was me, 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 and surely, guys, this will go well for you, which never sits well with me when somebody who just made millions and millions and millions of dollars tries to convince you that, oh, nothing major is going to change about the platform, because of course it will. When you have new ownership, they could just change everything with a snap of their fingers, and you can't just instantly trust that a company that, of course, purchased something so expensive would not want to find ways to monetize it, and that if they did find a way to monetize it, that it wouldn't be predatory. It says, though, who are the new owners of NexusMods? Well, that's something that is still unknown. Dark One didn't go into much detail about who will be handling all the new operations, though it's been stated that Victor and Marinus will lead the next chapter of the site, and a bit of digging by the community has sparked fears that the golden age of Nexus might be coming to an end. In my opinion, the golden years of Nexus have been at an end for a very long time at this point, simply because of the censorship that goes on this platform. I do think that over the past year to year and a half, they have ramped up their censorship because they've been looking for a buyer, but I don't think that it's going to get any better in terms of freedom. I think that we are still going to be heavily moderated on this platform, and I think that the alternatives are still where you should be looking first and foremost. Ayaka mods, DEG mods, based mods, all really fantastic alternatives that I highly recommend. It's fair to say that NexusMods have defined generations of gamers, so it's not surprising that they aren't taking the ownership changing hands lightly. On Reset Era, a user kicked off their investigations after it was reported that Nexus had been sold, and their initial discovery suggested that the new owners might be based in the Netherlands or Scandinavia. With further help from other community members, the user was able to trace back the acquisition to a company called Chosen. This company's mission is to partner with founders and elevate what they've built. Chosen wants to help amplify the impact of these developers and support their business for years to come. Basically, this is an investment firm that targets companies that are centered around user-generated context, and its main focus is maximizing profitability. Now, this is the major issue that I and many other people worried about, is when a company buys another company, it is not just to, I don't know, respect the audience that they have. It's to make money, and I don't blame a company for wanting to make money, but there are a million ways that they could predatorily monetize modding, and that is a major fucking worry here. The point of modding is so people can keep a game and a community alive for significantly longer and enhance an experience. I am modding a product I've already purchased, therefore I don't want to have to pay for mods. And if they actually started charging for mods, whether it is an initial fee per download or even a subscription service, there is no way that I am going to support your platform. And I'm not saying that modders shouldn't be making money from their creations. If they want to have things like a Patreon or a coffee link and they have ways to donate to them, that is one thing. But when a company is offering you a mod for a price, that is where I personally will draw the line. And now, of course, there are a lot of people who are extremely worried that we could see some sort of subscription service. Oh, for the low price of $4.99 a month, you get access to the million mods that are on NexusMods, and you get early access to certain mods, or hey, maybe you get an outfit for free, but then if you are part of the subscription service program, well, you get 80 recolors of it. There's going to be something that is going to happen here. It's guaranteed. I don't believe that they just purchased this platform out of the goodness of their heart. They spent money. They need to make that money back. Now, of course, nothing is confirmed at this point, so take everything with a grain of salt. A lot of this is just speculation, but it is, of course, extremely important to be aware of what is going on now that the platform has been purchased and what could change. Now, I haven't really been supporting NexusMods because of the censorship. And really, it only looks like it's going to continue to get worse here because the audience that they have are people who are willing to see a little bit of censorship in the name of inclusivity. This individual had said one on NexusMods to read the post about the site changing hands, and a customary glance at the comments reveals that their user base is still, in fact, infested with self-righteous, censorious hypocrites. Go to DEG mods instead, people. And yeah, it's them talking about how there are so many racist trolls online, and it's actually good if some things are censored. All you'd be doing at this is allowing racist trolls who may or may not be fully ideological about it to flood the community with that shit at this point. They'll do it just because they've stopped disallowing them. It will be deliberately a white supremacist-centered experience. You think you're smart by trying to be equal and fair, but it's not equal. It won't be fair, and it will end badly. Yeah, I mean, at least they're saying the quiet part out loud, that they're not all about equality. They're about dominating. They are about silencing. They are about censoring. It's like modern day feminism. It's not about equality. It is not about having women be on the same footing as men. It is about denigrating men in order to prop up women, which is a major problem. Appreciate the update. And as an LGBTQIA plus XYZ mod author, I appreciate the reassurance that this will remain a place free of hatred, trolling, and discrimination. It is, of course, funny to me that they say that this is going to be a place of inclusivity and equality when really they don't want to include people that they disagree with politically. That's not really what equality is about. And I know the official Ayaka X account had posted how, as reported by actually quite a few people at this point, NexusMods is apparently deleting and banning comments that mention alternative sites or make certain criticisms of the platform. Now, the only thing I will add is that for a while, NexusMods has deleted any sort of link to alternate site. They allow you to link to YouTube to show off a mod before people download them, but they've never really allowed you to post like your Patreon or an external website, so that could also be a reason here why the mention of alternative sites could be getting removed. But at the same time, if you're just saying, oh, go to Ayaka Mods, it's there, that shouldn't be grounds for censorship. That shouldn't be grounds for removal. So I'll be keeping my eye on this, though right now things are not looking good when it comes to NexusMods. Now, of course, I do highly suggest you check out the alternatives. They will be linked down below. And if you've still been using NexusMods, that honestly sounds pretty crazy to me given all of the censorship that's gone on this platform over the past couple of years. But I would definitely not say that this purchase is a positive thing, because the ex-owner has said that they're going to be upholding the same values, which means silencing anybody that they disagree with. But that's all that I really had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this, give it a like, and if you didn't, give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I'll talk to you all again in the next video really soon.